Question. What do you think about this Gen Z? What do you think about how they work, don't work? Well, boomers have opinions, and in this episode, we as a couple of millennials are going to explore the divide between the edges of work, life, and experience. I'm Charlie from the factory floors. He's Colin from the tech bubble. This is the Unemployable Life podcast. Welcome, or welcome back.
I think Gen Z looks at layoffs as a lot more of an evil. You know, why can't that company be loyal to these employees? And I think boomers look at layoffs as we've got a business to run. If we're not solvent, if we don't get our expenses under control, we're not going to be around to allow anybody to have any jobs.
Job security is a hard and scary thing that a lot of people go through. Your job can now be taken over by AI. There is just no guarantee that your position is safe. I don't think people even have the opportunity to be loyal to a company if they even wanted to.
Yeah. When she said that, after old boy was like, well, sometimes it's just running a business. It's not about layoffs. It's just running a business. And then she said that, and I was like, the answer is right in the same room, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they come from a different era, literally. The boomer generation looks at it back then. My dad, who's a Gen Xer, says it to me. It's just a layoff, you're going to recover. Actually, no, technically, by most people's standards, I did not recover. I had to start my own business. And that was not a zippity doo dah, I would love to do this. It was, if I do not do this, I lose everything that I have spent my entire life working for, and there's no guarantee of success. Back then, it was a little different. There's a layoff, well, there's another sector hiring. We were the strongest goddamn economy in the world. We were doing really well. Statistically speaking, most people could bounce back. It's not that way anymore. And even before AI, it wasn't because of AI. It wasn't because of different generations. It was because the people in power have no loyalty to their employees.
And before AI, it was immigrants. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Like the stuff you're hearing about, well, AI is coming for your jobs. 10 years ago, it was
immigrants.
South Park had a whole thing. They took our jobs. Come on. Pull your heads out of sand.
I really enjoyed this. I was talking to my friend who lives in Texas, and I lived in Northern California at the time, and I was giving him shit for living in prize crop, farm crop. What is it called? Money crop.
Cash crop.
Cash crop, yeah. Living in a cash crop society. Like, I was like, you're still just like the South was during the Civil War. And he's like, yeah, remind me again where you live? I was like, wine country. And he's like, okay. And what do you export? Well, world-class wine. He's like, And who works the fields? And that was a humbling moment. I needed that to happen to realize it, because I grew up differently. And
yeah,
I didn't see it. I worked in the fields with those guys. I was paid the same as much as they were because I was a teen and not supposed to be working. But I never once pieced it together that there's always been an out. There's always been an excuse to say, we don't need to pay you more. It's those illegal immigrants. They're taking your jobs. No, it's you. You're hiring said illegal immigrants because they will work for you for dirt cheap.
And other countries are not taking our jobs. Apple is sending them out. IBM is sending them out. John Deere, Caterpillar, Ford, all sending them out. Blue collar companies are sending them out.
Yep.
Countries aren't taking them. We're shipping them.
Yeah.
American-owned companies are choosing to not employ American workers. And that's insane. And these people are coming into a world where these Gen Zers are coming into a world where, those jobs, fake jobs, quiet firing, and all of these things exist. All the things we just talked about exist. And they're still expected to remain loyal in some way, in some fashion.
The odds are entirely stacked against them.
What? So there's another point here. I'll get to the second point in a minute. I think because I want to kind of hang on this loyalty bit for a minute, because there is something actually I think very important here. It's a point that I've been getting hung up on for the last couple of months off and on at my own job. And that is my employers have never gone out of their way. Most of the time, most employers that I've had have never gone out of their way to encourage loyalty from me. They've never gone out of my way to make me feel like they have my best interest in mind, to make me feel like I'm being valued repeatedly, to make it feel like they are worth the buy-in. I'll give you a prime example. My operations manager, I've worked there for a year and 8 or 9 months, something like that. I still don't know his last name.
Yeah.
He expects me to do favors for him, and I don't do them. And he gets all like kind of snippy with me. And I'm like, I don't know you, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know you. And this job is immediately replaceable. Most jobs are. If you're a server or bartender, if you're a salesman or a assembly line worker, which is 80% of fucking work in America.
Yeah.
Your job is immediately replaceable. And I don't mean you, well, unfortunately, the company sees you as replaceable, but you can immediately replace your job with another job exactly like it right next door. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the first sign of this was that I remember when I started doing this, a lot of my friends were like, wow, you cannot be trusted as an employee. I was like, no, in hospitality where I'm at, if you stay, you're not going to get paid well. They'll fight you on the raises every year. So you just bounce across the street, and then you bounce across the street, and you bounce across the street. And that's how I would get a $2 raise every year and a half or so, just bump, bouncing up.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a very common thing now. We're hitting kind of a point, and I kind of full connect this. I have this fear and concern that with tariffs, we're now actually approaching the area where really the fundamental thing is broken. Whatever was keeping us just kind of chugging along, which the illusion of grandeur that the United States has and is holding on to, I think it's about to snap. And the young generations have no reason to participate in our economy the way that we did. We shook down their throats.
Not really, no, dude. Like there are reasons in that without, I'll say us because we are not Gen Z, but I'm not really including us. You know what I mean? Like without the grand society as a whole, the economy as a whole, like they have no access to stability. They have no access to wealth. They have no access to possibility unless they completely reject all of it, in which case they're the most free of any of us because they're not bound down by these things. But then I don't know.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like that, YouTube thinks you like these also. Go ahead and tell us you love it in the comments and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.